Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Golden Rootz. I know it's been a while. I am actually so embarrassed coming back on here, but a lot has changed, guys. So if you're new to my channel, you're more than welcome. To all my old subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry it's been a while. I had a baby. A lot of things changed. My hair has changed, my hair has grown. So this is just an update video on how my locks are looking. There have been a lot of lock combinations. But before we go on to that, remember to subscribe, like this video, and I'll jump right into the lock update. So my locks now are like this. So I'm just gonna zoom in and I'll get to show you guys how it is. I just wanted to jump right in the video, no wasting time. We're just going to jump right into that. So this is how my locks are looking so far. I still have growth, so I'm going to be retwisting in this video. I hope it's focusing because we need to focus right now. So you can still see patterns from my lock combination, like so. I combined quite a lot of locks because I had a lot of locks thinning, and I really literally got fed up with some thinning and cutting off and whatnot. So you will see a lot of lock combinations. There's still some locks that are still kind of separate. I plan to over time still twist them together. Okay, so my locks are literally like that. A lot of lock combination. I colored the ends. I'm sorry guys, I didn't record that, but I plan to kind of color again. So yesterday I washed and oiled my hair because I'm about to do a retwist. So I just wanted to show you guys a 360 before we start that. This is how they look loose. Alright, so if some of you have seen my lock extension video, I actually have to talk about that. I never went on with that because the hair was not how can I say, it wasn't blending in with my natural hair. It was literally standing out, and then it didn't look so natural because my hair texture and that particular hair was not matching at all. So I decided that I was not gonna go with that. So just in case, because I saw someone comment, was it 2 months ago, on how the lock extensions were doing in some parts, because if you watch that video, I'd used some parts because I had locks that were kind of short like that, and then I'd kind of combine them to catch up with length with the other ones, but there was no point doing that. So like you can see, here's a good example of a combined lock. That was like a short one, so I decided to just combine with another one, and over time then they can, they can twist together. So I have a good amount of growth, and I thought that why not? This is the best time to film. My son turns 6 months tomorrow, so I really know that at least now I'm in a better place to film. Ooh, look at the white hair. So we're gonna jump right into that, and I am just so ecstatic sharing this with you guys. They have pretty much grown. I am loving them, but there's still a lot of pattern in them, which I really don't like. The pattern of like a twist, the lock combining still showing, but I know over time it will kind of disappear. But I just hope that when you're starting locks, you really literally start with a definite size, because when I started mine they were so tiny, and you can tell from my first video that they have really transitioned over time, and that has not been pretty. It has been kind of tough trying to combine and then trying to figure out, do I want this size, do I want the smaller size? And then at some point I felt they were too tiny because I was doing them myself. And then I had the past 2 reties, I had someone do them for me because I'd gone through a C-section and I was not going to have my hands up, so there was some loctician that did that the past 2 twists. So now I'm back to retwisting myself because I have to make content for you guys. So let's jump right into that, because I keep saying let's jump into it, but let's get into it. So I'm back and we're gonna have updates on that. There's also more content on my daughter's hair because I'm locking it as we speak, and I'm also recording that. So be tuned or stay tuned on how to lock, and I'm using twists this time because the braids last time were challenging. But if you haven't seen the braid video, I will tag it right here, or go check it out. All right, let's get started. So I wanted to particularly show you the struggle with this lock. I usually use this comb because I try to get rid of any hair getting in the other lock and avoid them combining, just, you know, when you have overgrowth and everything. So I really struggled with this one. As you can see, it's a split lock. It was 2 locks combined from my Microlocs. Someone please tell me, what do you think I have now? Do I just have normal locks, or is it Microlocs still, because I still have plenty of locks? I actually don't know what to describe them. I'm like, I just feel like they're a normal size now, and I found them easier managed this size than they were in my last videos. So I mean, I've transitioned over time, but the point was, with this particular lock I struggled because it was a lock combined, and then at the root, when the lock is a bit thicker and you're using this kind of hook, it can actually be a bit harder, or it becomes difficult to pass the lock through. So sometimes I would suggest using a crochet hook because it seems to work much better than this. So I didn't use that. I just wanted to show you some of the struggles, because we're not here to filter the struggles. The struggles are what you need to see, because if you're starting locks, you need to know that this is something that you might face depending on the size. So I just wanted to share that part. The other thing was, I've noticed that the lint there is really bad at the back. I don't notice it much in the front. I don't know why. I don't think there's much lint in the front, but my back, I'm wearing silk bonnets and everything. I don't know what it is, but I would have to make another video removing that. I can notice a lot of traces in that, so I just don't like that look, but we'll fix that. So I just wanted to share that, and hopefully you learn from me and all my struggles. So if you guys have time when you're doing a retwist, try and roll your lock. It kind of helps smooth the hair, because if you have frizzy locks, I think doing this every time you're doing a retwist might really help with frizzy locks. I still have or do experience frizz. I don't know if it's from the lock combining. I'm just going to show you in comparison to what I'm talking about. This might not be as bad, but as we get towards the end of this whole video, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Like, so sometimes just rolling if you have time. In this video, I was just doing a normal retwist, and I just thought I'd share that.
Not sure. Not sure.
Guys, by this time I'm so greasy. Like, everybody ever suffered with a oily face? Because I really struggle. So I've done the back now. So alright, so I'm about to show you one of the realest struggles, guys. I think this is like the second time it's happened, and it's so heartbreaking when the lock kind of thins. So, I mean, from the root. I don't know if the lock was heavier than the hair, but I mean, 2 months ago from my last retwist, it was okay, and now it's, you know, I don't know what to say. I don't even have words for it, but it's part of the experience, and I just thought I'd share that. That might happen. This tends to happen, I think, if you have very thin edges as well. I just decided to snip it because there's nothing else I can do about that. Like, hey, I'm heartbroken about it, but mixed feelings. It's hair. It's gonna go and it'll come. I don't know what to say, honestly. So what I did was I just cut that, and then I'm just gonna combine whatever that growth is into that other lock because, hey, sis, I can't be bothered. As I'm going, I'm just going with the flow because I'll let the hair do what it has to do. And if there's gonna be losing locks, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. But at the same time, this is just part of the experience. So if you're new to, locks and Microlocs, whatever, and also lock combining, I don't know if this is from lock combining. I really am not sure. But I also wanted to mention that I didn't lock combine all of them. There's some parts that still have like thin locks, whatever. I thought with time I will, because I mean, I'm just letting the hair do its thing. Eventually, the locks are gonna form into their own unique way, and that'll be it. And I just don't really want to stress about lock sizes. So long as my locks are healthy, they're clean, they're doing their thing, and that's the main thing, really. But I mean, I started the whole lock journey with no grid, anyway. So I'm just really, really here just to have locks, just showing you that you don't have to have a grid if you started yourself. I started these myself. It's been a very big experience. So I just try to share what I can, and I wish I did share more during the time that I was pregnant. That would have been helpful for others. But hey, life happens and we catch up. So here I am. So on this row, I wanted to show you guys that these ones on the edges are like so thin. So what I do is just do a retwist instead of interlocking, because I don't think the lock can pass through that. My hair in the front is very weak, like I have very thin, weak edges, and then I don't know if it's from the pregnancy or I don't know, like the front hair just seems to be much weaker than it was before. So it could be postpartum, hair loss or whatnot. But I've noticed like the edges are just much weaker. So I just always twist them just to let you know. So as you can see, that's the short one that I mentioned about it being like having several short ones. So I'm gonna go in with the hairspray. So I just left those short ones like that. I mean, hey, they'll catch up eventually. I couldn't do anything about it. It was either that or I cut my hair same length. So I don't know if anyone has suggestions and you're hearing or listening to this, let me know what would you do. But I just let them be because like I said, I'm just gonna let my hair do what it is gonna do. Like I'll just retwist and do whatever I have to, but hey, sis, I'm not bothered. And brother, in case men are watching this video, like I just want them to just be locked. I really kind of enjoy my locks this way because they're unique in their own sense, but I just really don't want to be so involved in like doing the extra, like I just want to do a retwist and let the hair just grow the way it is, so long as it's healthy and it's okay. Of course my front is probably because of pregnancy, but hey, I'm just gonna enjoy the journey, that's all. And I think if you're going through struggles, just try enjoy your hair the way it is, and also find out tips and other ways of maybe trying to take care of your own locks. Also just try always remember that not what works for everyone will work for you, and also every hair type, every way that people do their own routine matters. So if you have your own routine, maybe something that you're not doing right, or maybe you're pulling your locks too much, it doesn't matter what it is you're going through, but we all learn through it. But also just embrace the whole journey, that's the most important thing. So this is a phrase I was talking to you guys about. Like, so sometimes when I have time again, I do go in with this hook. It kind of helps just try keep hair together. I do it when I have time, guys. I just do as I go. Like, it's not something I'm dedicated to, but over time, it's something that I've learned to just try and practice to do. It does help have a cleaner look once the locks are done with the retwist like that. It might not be perfect, but just the effort that you put in, no matter what little effort, it just helps the lock look better than it did 2 months ago, or so your next retwist, if you have more frizzier locks, you do it again. So that's how I'm really taking this whole journey, and I just want it to just be something that is stress-free, learn as I go. So I've recently introduced this whole method of using a blow dryer. I don't have a hair dryer, so if you have a blow dryer, just take some time after your retwist to just try and set the locks, because I was using gel in the front, towards the front. I want that gel to kind of not dry up because it's kind of a thick gel. So just get on your phone, browse a little, even if it's for like 20-30 minutes. I think I literally stayed for 20 minutes trying to do this all around the hair. At some point it got too hot, so don't put it on very high, just put it on a lower temperature and you should be fine. And then also I like the feeling right after this blow dry. You can feel your scalp and literally it feels refreshing. I don't know if anyone has ever experienced that, but you get what I mean if you try it, so try it.